Good morning, I'm in the Audi S6 e-tron Avant and we're doing the long distance trip test. I'm doing a different route today because I'm going to Munich. There today is there's a press event, world premiere of the Volkswagen ID Cross, and I'm combining these two because it's Sunday, no trucks. I already navigated and put the route in. By the way, I even planned the route in the app, in the Audi app, and then sent the whole route, not just one destination here. And it looks pretty good. It says 4.5 hours for 500 something kilometers. So it's a bit of a shorter route, but that's all what I can do because the route is just so different. We have to go to Munich. But my speed that I set is 150 kilometers an hour, since this car has 95 kilowatt hours usable and chargers with 270 kilowatt. We have 800 volt battery system. It's busy already now at, what is it, 8:11, but it's okay today. I think after Regensburg it will be better, and after Nuremberg we go to the west. It should be fine. A bit about how I'm driving. So I reset my trip a second before the highway. I'm driving 150, like I said. Consumption is high right now, but I also drove 2-3 times above 200 because it's just fun. My climate is on 22 degrees in auto. Yeah, it's in airflow middle. I should put it in soft. I don't need it. And here I see my whole trip. I also see it here, the whole trip on the top and on the bottom when I have to charge. It thinks I arrive with 25% and I should charge 5 minutes to 49%. And if I press up here, I see my whole trip with all the charging stations and the end where I have to go in Munich. Parking garage. How cool is that? And here see also my whole trip. I have to speed up a bit so he doesn't have to slow down. I'm nice. And yeah, let's drive a bit. Head-up display is amazing for this drive. Shows me everything, augmented reality part and so on. And I'm individual mode. I think I have all the settings in comfort mode as far as I know. But individual is the one that's automatically on when you start the car. I arrived at the first charger with 13%. That's my data. What did we get? 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 264 kilowatt. That's the stuff. 270 kilowatt. Yeah. Great drive. Average speed was 140 kilometers an hour. Even there were a lot of construction zones, but I also drove a lot of times above 200 kilometers an hour. And I'm saying this now in the studio at home because I filmed this part twice in German. Do you want to charge for free? Of course you do. And how can you do that? With Encharge. Encharge is an app. You download it with the link in the description below. And when you are at a charger like this, you rate the charger, you tell the charging provider what is everything is okay, if special information, and Encharge is giving you for this information kilometers and stars, and these you can exchange for charging credit. And new feature right now in France and Germany, you can exchange this charging credit already with your app. You don't need a special charging provider where you can use the charging credit. Use the link in the description below to start with 20 kilometers. I charged to 51%, no 52, 52% because I was taking pictures for Instagram, for my vlogging channel, and then oh my god, it's already 47%. Then I looked somewhere and it was 51 until I got out and stopped. It was 52. It's way too fast. Stressful. It says I will arrive at the next charger in 128 kilometers with 14%, charge to 45%, 7 minutes, and that's it. My battery temperature is pretty warm now, 46 degrees. I'm on my way to the next charger, 19 kilometers to go. It thinks I will arrive with 12%. I drove a bit faster sometimes, but there was also a lot of construction that slowed me down and a lot of traffic. In all 2-lane, just right now we have 3-lane highway, but that's very, very rare on this route that I'm taking today. Yeah, this is so weak. I plug in to charge, it's even already charging. When I get into the car, it tells me you have low range, don't you want to charge? That's just weak. Come on. Arrived here with 12%, 35 degrees is my battery. We charge to, I don't even know. How do we charge to? Where is it? Shouldn't you tell me somewhere? 44%. Ah, we charge to 50. Again, stress, because we only charge for 7 minutes. So I film a quick film a bit for the vlog. I don't need pictures. Maybe I take pictures too. I don't know, because this is a nice charger. But stress! Drive was good, a lot of traffic. I drove a few times fast, but it was for nothing since there was so much traffic. It was just for fun. And that's my driving data so far. 3 hours, well, without charging, 380 kilometers. 285. It would be higher, but the consumption, but like I said, I couldn't drive that fast because of traffic and speed limits. I charged to 49% and I'm an idiot. I thought I should charge a bit more because then after we arrived I will have to go 30 kilometers or so, but I'm an idiot. I can charge at the event. They have 80 AC charging for free, 80 chargers, so the 2 hours I'm there I can just charge. It's no problem at all. It's not a lot, but it's fine. So I'm driving 160 now because I'm an idiot. Totally forgot we have to talk about how the car is on a long distance trip. So, suspension, amazing, power, awesome, I love it. I had a bit of a power limit when the state of charge was low and after charging. Right now battery temperature is 45 degrees and when I floored it right after the charger, it didn't go all the way to full power. Loudness level in here, normal A6 is better, so this at 130 is still okay. At 140 it gets a bit loud in here, so louder. It's not horrible, but when you're listening to music or something, I don't know. So my ID7 is quieter at 140 or faster. I prefer that. Consumption is very like I think it should be the way that I'm driving. I really accelerate a lot. It's just so much fun. And it charges so amazing. Who cares? I mean, I have the same consumption as I had with the e-tron GT. 900 horsepower, 800 usable car. And this has 550. Oh. The navigation is awesome. How it does it, how it tells me how to get there, that I see all the information, really awesome. Head-up display is amazing. I love the interior, how you interact with the car. Not a fan with the beeping when you turn on the car. Beep, 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 warning this, beep, you have to charge. I am charging. The cruise control and steering assist is also amazing, especially on the highway. Really good, can be adjusted very fast. The only thing is that even on distance 1 at 140, it slows you down a tad too early for my taste. I arrived here at 12:21, but I drove wrong, and then getting here and then parking here, it's so tight, the parking spots here in the garage where there are the charging stalls. I show you outside. But this is my driving data, because that's tight. And here's the charge port here on the right side, so it's dangerous to bump into him, and I have my charge port luckily on both sides, so I can choose which one, and I chose the one with a bit more space, and the EV9 of course takes a lot of space. That's normal. Let's analyze this data. 286 watt-hours per kilometer average consumption. Car says around 495 kilometers. Google Maps says 501 kilometers. It took me 251 minutes because I was on a toilet break. So I get to almost 120 kilometers an hour average speed, which is amazing, but I only drove 500 kilometers. In my usual drives, I do 600, almost 600 kilometers, so 100 kilometers less. And it also means you don't have to charge that much, because you don't have to charge, you start full, but then you don't have to charge so much on your charging sessions because you're driving 100 kilometers less. So I think the average speed would have been lower. But something was against the S6 for the average speed here, and was because it was a different route with more speed limits, more construction zones, and there was a lot of traffic. But there has been a lot of traffic for the last 2 months because of holidays, so I'm not doing this. But I think overall it would be a tiny bit less. So I would say it would be 118, something like this, which is still okay. But I'd look at the charging sessions. First charging session, 10 minutes, 38 kilowatt hours. Average speed, a power of 228 kilowatt. 13 to 52%. The next charging session, 9 minutes, 37 kilowatt hours. That's 247 kilowatt average power, 12 to 49%. Important, these numbers are rounded by Ionity in the app, so it could be 9.5 minutes or 10.5 minutes. Doesn't say it. For the whole trip, excluding charging at home and when I was at the Messe, 19 minutes of charging for 75 kilowatt hours. That is amazing. Charging is incredible in this car, as in all Audis with this 800 volt platform. Really amazing. But it was a great drive. And it's a great car. I drove a lot, very fast, but like you saw in the video, there were things where the fast driving didn't do anything because it was just so much traffic, so my consumption was just higher. If I would have driven the 150 constant, it would have been better, but I was just having a bit of fun. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below. And here on YouTube, there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, look at the vlogs that I'm doing on my third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.